I'm sure most of you guys have gloves that you use very often, and other gloves that you barely even use at all. But here are some gloves that you need to start using more often because I barely see anyone using these gloves and they're actually surprisingly OP. Alright, so the first glove we have on this list is the chain glove. And the chain glove is actually very good for crowd control, and I actually don't really see many people use this glove for some reason. I'm not sure if it's because it's from Slap Royale and we know how Slap Royale is with hackers, or if people have just genuinely forgotten about this glove and really don't know it exists. But as you can see, it's very good for slapping many people at once, and I would say that you should definitely start using this glove more often, especially if you have a large group of people coming after you, or if you just like slapping a bunch of people at once because you find it funny. So the next glove we have is the Berserk glove, and this might just seem like a worse version of a one-shot. However, as you can see, it has a hidden feature. As you can see, I only slapped one person, however I was able to affect the other person nearby the player I just slapped. While a lot of people just think it's a worse version of one-shot, it actually has this really cool feature, and I actually kind of recently discovered this. And I'm sure that most people probably haven't noticed this feature because, well, it's pretty much forgotten. I hardly see anyone ever use this glove. The only really downside to this glove is the fact that it takes away your health, but I definitely think people should start using this glove more often. The next glove we have is Spoonful, and I think more people should actually use this glove because it's actually pretty powerful. Not only can you travel around the map, but it also creates a shockwave that can send people pretty far back. It also actually isn't that hard to get, so if you haven't gotten this glove yet, all you need is Tycoon and just get it to the max level. You can do it in a private server, so it's very easy to get, and as I said, it's also very good for traveling around the map. And the added shockwave also just makes this glove that much better. The next glove we have is the Anchor glove, and it's one of the most forgotten gloves in slap battles, which is kind of weird because it has a very OP ability. As you can see, the fling ability is very good for killing players because you can just place the anchor near the edge of an island, and you can easily slap people and it'll fling them towards the edge of the island. This glove also has 60 power, which is a little bit more than the normal 50 power that a glove normally has. So you guys should definitely start using Anchor more often. The next glove we have on this list is the Golem glove, and I'd actually say this glove is pretty good. However, the problem with this glove is that it costs a lot of slaps, which is probably why I've heard a lot of people say this glove actually isn't very good. However, the Golem is actually very OP. It lasts a very long time, it's immune to slaps, and it has two different attacks. One short ranged and one pretty much long range. As you can see, the stones will just fly at the opponent, and it's actually pretty good at killing one-shots and just extended to other gloves in general that are very annoying. It also instantly attacks any attacks towards the owner of the Golem, which is also pretty nice. So I'd say if they lower the price of this glove, I'd say a lot more people would be using the Golem glove. The next glove we have on this list is the Hallow Jack glove, and this glove is also pretty underrated. However, I feel like a lot of people don't use this glove because it's Halloween themed and it's also just available for only 1 month of the year. However, the comboing potential of this glove is very good. This is because once the player gets hit by the Hallow Jack itself, then they get stunned on the ground, which gives you time to hit them. And then once you hit them, you deal lots of knockback, and their vision is also distorted, making it easier for you to hit them and makes it harder for them to hit you back. So I would say that you should definitely start using this glove more often if you haven't, that is. The next glove we have is also a very forgotten glove in the Slap Battles community. It's the Shield glove. And this glove is actually very good because, well, it gives you a giant shield. And with this shield, it lasts forever. So that means you can basically have this shield forever until someone actually slaps you. And once someone slaps you, you can immediately just reactivate it again, making it very hard to hit you, and you can also hit them easily. Another thing about this glove is it actually doesn't cost that much. I think it costs like 16,000 slaps if I'm remembering correctly. Let me know in the comments if I said it wrong. But yeah, this glove also isn't too expensive, and also not a lot of people use it as well, so maybe people won't recognize it and making it easier for you to actually slap them. And the next glove we have on this list is Replica. And while I know the main use of this glove is just to get Bob, the Replica clone itself also actually isn't that bad. It's also a pretty good way to get slaps other than just Orbit itself. It's also a pretty good way to save yourself from falling off of the map. As you can see, if someone's chasing you at the edge of the map, you can easily just spawn in a clone to distract them, and if you're lucky enough, it'll even hit them off of the map. The next glove we have is the Schlob. And the Schlob is very good because if you get hit by a glove that is high in power, then you can actually move around while you're ragdolled, making it very hard for them to actually knock you off of the map. As you can see, if I try to get hit by this boomerang, it's actually very hard for them to kill me because I'm able to actually manipulate my movement while I'm ragdolled, and I can easily just redirect myself to the island. That way I don't get flung off the island. So I would say if you're using the Schlob, then it's probably best against gloves that have high power. Gloves that just have short amounts of power probably won't really affect you that much with the Schlob. However, for high power gloves like God's Hand or Boomerang or other gloves like that, this Schlob is a very good glove to counter them. The next glove we have on this list is the default glove, and if you thought this glove was bad because it costs 0 slaps, you would be very wrong. The reason why I'm putting this glove on this list is because of the Fart Blast ability. If you know how to use this ability correctly, you can combo people very well with this glove. Because once you slap someone in their ragdoll, you can easily just use your Fart Blast and then zoom at them and try to slap them again. And if you slap them enough times, then you can actually ragdoll them, which makes it very easy to slap them again. As you can see, if you time it right, you can combo people pretty well with this glove. But anyways, those are some gloves that I think you guys should start using more often, as they're pretty good and I don't see many people use them. But anyways, I know there are more gloves that you guys should probably use more often, but I don't want to make this a 20-minute video. So if this video does well and you guys didn't really enjoy it, then maybe I'll make a part 2 including more gloves I think you should use more often. But anyways, if you guys have any other gloves you think you should use more often, let me know in the comments below. But anyways, that is it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.